Hello, back here just a few seconds after the last one. I wanted to kind of split these up a little bit, just because, again, finance talk and stuff like that, I get it, it's kind of boring. Um, but I feel like it's important for younger people and, let the NPCs stock the shelves and shit like that. If you're a real person, like say, start working, get out of there, right? Um, Takes time, but anyways, be a couple videos back that I kind of first talked about this. I'm recording all these in the same day and stuff, of course, but um, anyways, so what I wanted to kind of talk about in this one here is like, I kind of wrote some stuff down. Yeah, so these here are just going to be like jobs for more regular people. I mean, as far as just like something you don't have to worry about trying to get or not get, right? Um, and probably the best thing that you can do as a regular person, and I'm saying like, I don't even know if you have to have a high school degree for some of these, right? But with just high school degree and stuff. I've got some college, uh, but anyways, college fucking sucks. Just don't go to it. It's a waste of time and money. I mean, if you get to go for free, sure, go ahead. Um, But if you're having to pay and if you have to take out student loans for it, do not do that. That's what I worked in for almost like 2 years and shit there. I didn't realize whenever I started that job just how bad fucking student loans were because I got to go free. Like, say, all the poor people around here and shit, you got to go free, right? Um, but, anyways, so that being said, as far as the jobs go, I would say probably the best thing that you can do, and this is where it gets a little bit complicated, but let me explain. Something where you're going to be making like hella tips, right? Pizza delivery. And I'd say I haven't been to pizza. That's what I've done. It's most money I ever made by far, right? I mean, it's going to be hell in your car. So if you've got like a car that's like okay, or one you don't mind fucking up a little bit and stuff because you're going to be riding hard, um, that's going to be your best option, right? Um, Also, like basically unlimited smoke breaks. You chill and get to get the fuck out of the store for a little while, do your thing. You rush that delivery, you run around, pay a bill or something. If you can here and there and stuff too, right? So you get a little bit more freedom and stuff, right? Too. Where I worked, it was $8 an hour. Plus, they gave you, excuse me, a little bit of gas money per delivery. But what was great though is if two deliveries came in at the same time, and let's say they were just like down the street from one another, well, you get gas money for both those deliveries. And so therefore you're going to be making, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be maximizing like that. That's kind of how it goes. So the gas always did pay for itself. And then a lot of times have a little bit left over. Just kind of depend on how they all landed and stuff. I forgot what it was. It's either $1.25 or $1.50. I can't remember. Um, which I think I got a raise from $8 an hour to $8.50 an hour actually after I've been there for a little bit. But anyways, don't sweat small stuff on that. The main thing came from making the money. What it was is I'd almost always have a minimum of $100 in my pocket every time I left, right? And I worked 5 days a week delivering. 6 days I would go in and unload the truck for a while, uh, which I didn't make much there. Basically, I was driving all the way to fuck in, work for a couple hours, make $16, and head on back. Right? Um, that was a waste, but um, I did it though because the other guy that done this old dude, he's cool, but he's having hernia surgery and shit like that. So I stepped in there for a little bit. But anyways, point is though is I feel like delivery driving, something like that, is really good because again, the thing is all those tips, as long as they don't pay with credit card, don't tip your pizza delivery guys with the credit card. Um, Tip them with cash because you don't have to turn that shit in on taxes. You get more money back, right? You get more cash. That's the main thing. Now this works great, or would work great, I should say, if you're with somebody and they have a regular job or whatever and stuff as well. Because the only downside to doing something like this is if you um, try to go and get like a home loan or something, they're going to look at you like you're crazy, which happened to me. I went to all kinds of fucking banks and everything else trying to get a home loan shit, right? They're going to look at you like you fucking crazy. Which I ended up being able to go to a farm place. Worked for me. But anyways, because you're going to look poor as shit. Um, because like fuck, you don't make any income, which I've mentioned in the last video I talked about finances. In case anybody didn't watch that, of course, me and my wife, we've been together for over 10 years. We met in high school and stuff, so we've done everything together. She's never ever had to have a day job. I always supplied financially, so I was all of our finances and everything we've done has come from one income, right? Of course, she's a mother and everything like that, and that's by far the most important job anybody can do. But you're not getting paid for it, right? So, um, that's why I say something like that work good in a sense if you're trying to get a home loan or something. But if you've already got a home, or if you just plan on chilling at your parents' house for a while, or doing whatever you got to do, um, fuck, this perfect dream shit, right? Also, you get to eat for free too, saving fucking money there. Um, but um, that being said, another good thing is if you don't have a car or your car is fucked up, or if you got a gas hog or something like that, being like a waiter or waitress is really good as well. Same principle. Typically, you're going to get paid less on the hour, but you're still working for tips and stuff like that. And what I would recommend for any of these places is basically just go to and work at whichever one is the fucking busiest. Like if you're gonna be a waiter or waitress, and if you've got good people skills, which I do not, a lot of times whenever I was delivering stuff, it's during that COVID shit. So like you basically like ding dong ditching with their fucking pizza, just laid out on the stoop and hit the doorbell and get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't have to have a lot of human interaction and everything, right? But anywho, with the uh, being like a waiter, waitress, and stuff like that, um, we got a Texas Roadhouse. I mean, probably about an hour away or something like that. That place is fucking packed, bro. You have to make good money there. I mean, as far as being a waiter, waitress, and stuff like that, right? Um, again, working for cash most of the fucking time. Just see whatever's fucking busiest and stuff like that. Like, yeah, we had waiters and waitresses there at the pizza place I was at and stuff like that. But fuck, everybody was getting it delivered or carried out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they make a little bit, but it wasn't fucking much. You know, so check and see what's busy. Do something there. But you have to be a little bit more of a people person for that, though. So I mean, that is something to look out for. Um, but again, trying to get a loan or something like that, they might look at you like you're kind of fucking crazy. So that's the only thing with those. Now, as far as any other regular job would go, I would basically do whatever um, pays you the most for the littlest amount of time. Like, for example, I know around here there's not a lot of good job options, so a lot of people will try to go and be a school teacher or something like that. Motherfucker, you're working year round, okay? You're having to work at home grading papers and doing all that fucking shit. And then also, if you work for the state, they're not only going to be taking out retirement, like 401k retirement, insurance. A lot of places and states they're going to be taking out a deferred comp thing, which is basically another 401k. Um, and state insurance always sucks balls. So um, you're the time you get your paycheck, it ain't going to be shit, right? And also, if you keep your income down and stuff like that, you can qualify for the free government fucking insurance and everything, right? So that's what you got to do. Maximize your cash profits and minimize time used to achieve these. I mean, if you're a waiter or waitress or delivery person at a place that's even like kind of decent busy, you're gonna be making more money than these jobs that everybody's fucking jerking off all the fucking time, making it like a big hoorah thing. Where I worked out my construction thing, yeah, it was motherfucking having to pay into all this bullshit and everything else. I mean, I was getting paid like at the lowest there for a while, like 1,400 a fucking month, bro. Um, we that was rough, guys. And this was supposed to be, oh, I'd made it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck no, big mistake, right? Um, but yeah, so stay away from that shit. Which, if you did go and work at a place like that for a while, you can pull your retirement out early, right? So that's something I did. Cause fuck it, I'm gonna work for myself, and I'm not gonna rely on the fucking like government retirement bullshit whenever I'm 65 or whatever. Cause that shit's, I can 99% promise you guys, if you're young, um, the time you reach that fucking age, you're gonna be dead, old as fuck, because they've raised it up, or it's not even gonna exist. It's gonna be one of the three, right? I'm surprised it even exists fucking now. Um, Still, but gotta let the boomers get it all first, and then once they're finally out of the picture, then they'll start really fucking everybody, right? Because it was all designed to take care of their asses anyway, you know. Which, no hate. At the end of the day, do what you gotta do and use what you can, you know. Um, so I would say that some of those are the worst jobs because they're paying dog shit and they're taking so much to fuck out, right? In all honesty, you'd make more money just working at fucking McDonald's than you do a school teacher, right? At least around here. And I mean, there's probably a lot of these small ass bullshit towns everywhere, right? I just in my head think that everybody lives in like New York or California or something. Then I'm here, right? Now that's not the case though. The majority of the fucking country is just nowhere bullshit too, right? Um, but yeah, I would stay away from well, I would stay out. I ain't even gonna get into the doctor thing now. 'Cause anyways, uh, there's always things too that people say is good jobs, like oh, be a plumber or electrician or all this fucking vocational school bullshit. And yeah, all that's well and good, nice. You work for yourself, make big money, work for cash. But thing is though, there is so many motherfucking rules and regulations and dues you gotta pay and licenses you gotta keep and all this fucking shit. Um, that you have to pay into and stuff like that. That's why all the plumbers and electricians and everything you see is old as fuck because they got grandfathered in. Whenever whenever they die off, there ain't gonna be nobody doing this fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the bar to enter is like so fucking high now. It used to, hell, anybody fucking set of wrenches, pull up and fucking start working on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, um, but those are good jobs if you can get through all the bullshit. And it's also a job where everybody's fucking aging out and retiring or dying. You know what I'm saying? But I'd look into how much bullshit you got to go through for that. Um, I think though the absolute best thing you could do is some form of passive income. But the problem is with these things you have to start something. So, and the sooner you start it, the better. It doesn't have to be fully fleshed out whenever you start it. You learn, you grow, and you create it as you go. Um, but these things take time to build, and you need some bullshit jobs. You need to stock the shelves and shit for the time being until you can get where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? But those are going to be the best things. Working for yourself, being your own business person, making sure you're doing your own. Well, you don't have to do your own taxes, but you can take care of your taxes how you need to take care of them. If you know what I'm saying. Um, Whenever you're working for yourself. Um, Another good job is doing the fucking lawn mowing shit. Buy you a weed eater and a truck and a trailer and a lawnmower and start doing that, working for cash. Be a handyman. Um, if you don't know how to do any of that shit, find some old fucker that's about goddamn dead because that's half of them and stuff like that. And then go work for him because that's basically what a lot of them do now is they have one person that answers a phone call and watches the other one, tells them how to fucking work, and then you got some younger person there that's doing all the fucking work. You work for that to learn the shit for a little while, then you branch out and start doing it yourself. Work for cash, $20-$30 a fucking hour or something like that. Fuck, big money. And then at the end of the year you can say, well, hell, I didn't make nothing, so then you get all the free benefits and bullshit and all this other stuff, right? Um, so, long story short, Uh, best jobs you can do, again, maximize your cash, minimize your time, minimize the shit you got to pay into on paper. Don't make shit in your in your wallet though. Fucking stack it, dude. So again, whenever I was at the pizza place, I had a rubber band with this giant wad of fucking like cash that I keep on me and shit like that. I kept it in my front pocket because it wouldn't fit in my wallet and stuff. Now, the majority of it was ones, and at the most I'd ever had in my wallet was about $1,500, and then you know having to use all of that whenever trying to buy a house and everything like that. But not bragging there, but I'm just saying um, we lived a lifestyle that was very cheap, and therefore was able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, but yeah. Anyways, though, if you guys watch this all the way through, do appreciate it. And if you have any questions about any of this shit, by all fucking means, just like ask and stuff, right? Um, I don't know everything, but I can make educated guesses. I can figure it out for you and stuff like that. Like say, I don't know why the fuck, but I've just been. I don't want to say blessed because that's kind of an icky word to me, but like I've just been gifted how to do finances in a way for regular people. I can't sit down and do fucking your taxes and tell you how to take over the world, but if you're a regular person trying to get out of the fucking trap, I can figure that shit out for you. It's just gonna have to take you sitting down to do it and taking your time, getting to that point. But anyways, though, yeah, if you watch this all the way through, appreciate it and I hope you have a good one.